Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stress room. We actually kept a well, actually kept a promise. I can't speak for Stevie or Kat, but we made a promise to you guys that we come back with another stress room, and here we are.
Yay!
Ah,
Oh, God. Oh, man. Poor Stevie.
what? What? I'm sorry, I'm not here. Let me put on my fake YouTuber vlogger voice. Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah, we're doing another podcast, everybody. Yeah, welcome to Impulsive, starring Logan Paul.
Oh, God. Oh, that
Nice.
boxer
Ew.
wannabe?
That that human wannabe.
Mm, you ain't kidding.
Mm,
Ooh, cute teddy. Is that a teddy?
Uh, it is. It kind of is. It's a
Kind of,
red
sort of.
panda teddy.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. There's this
Mhm. Yeah.
Netflix anime that I absolutely love,
Yes.
believe it or not,
Oh, I know that one.
which
Let's
there's a
go.
lot.
Agretzko.
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God,
Yes.
she's me. Sorry,
Oh, oh, you sing death metal?
not yet. Not yet. I'm still trying to get my feet wet in anime a little bit. But yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, Shannon doesn't watch
Nice.
anime? I'm sorry. I haven't. It's sort of like a genre of book where,
A manga.
you or manga if you read that, it's just trying to find your genre. And like
Hmm.
so yeah, so we
It's
have
hey, don't feel bad because it took me forever to get into it.
yeah. And I feel like I've been into it a lot longer than I realized, like with Sailor Moon and the old Speed Racer cartoons.
See, there you go. Yeah.
And
Dragon Ball Z for me.
I never really
Hmm.
I never really
On Dragon Ball.
well, it's for male. Like it wasn't marketed to me.
That
Cause
okay, fair enough.
but would I get into it and watch it? Absolutely.
I liked watching Dragon Ball Z growing up on Toonami. You know, back when it was on in the afternoon, and then it moved to weekend nights. God, I miss
Yeah.
those
Oh my
days.
gosh. Yeah. So we yeah, so I guess we have a lot on the agenda. I don't know.
Mhm.
We're just going with the wind, as it were.
Okay.
I don't know. So I don't know.
Do
What
you
should
want me
we
to go
start
first
off
this
with
time?
first? Me go first?
No, I said, do you want me to go first? Because I don't know. This was just something that we were talking about for quite a while, and I figured since we're doing stress room, like we could talk about it here.
Sure, okay, you could go
Mhm.
first.
All right, yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
so on my channel, me and Kat have done a couple of these kind of on again, off again podcasts. Spiritual successor, sort of, to Stress Room, where it was just the two of us. And we did like they're called
Hmm.
they're called episode reviews, and we thought about maybe doing like a segment like about this, but I think it works much better for Stress Room. So I've always wanted to talk about this for a video.
Uh,
Mo, oh yeah.
but what's that?
Hmm.
Oh!
Hey!
Surprise! Oh, literally,
Hi!
literally a week in the making, or almost, or 2 weeks. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
He's back.
Ugh. Did not mean to actually do the thing or to leave my camera on. I don't use Zoom very often, so
it's all
let me
right.
see.
Oh,
Okay, that sounds
He
good.
is back, baby.
Look at that, Stevie. You're no longer outnumbered.
yeah!
Yeah. So everybody, Patrick from the old stress room days.
Hmm.
has agreed to make a special guest appearance on this episode. So, so like, so back in the day, and Stevie Patrick, you guys can correct me because it's been a while. Like I was always the mom, Patrick was always the dad, and Stevie was our kid. Kind of, sort of,
Yeah.
like the vibe.
Aw.
Sure.
You were the mom.
I was the
Yeah.
I wouldn't call
You
myself the dad.
you were the
If
peacekeeper.
any-
For,
yeah, if anything, I think me and Stevie were both your kids.
Aw. Okay.
uh, Patrick was does that so Patrick would be
I'll
older.
be the pet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Patrick would be the older brother in that situation. I'm down
Yes.
with that.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, how long did OG Stress Room go for? That went from like what, 2016 to like
Maybe
20
18,
yeah, 2018.
19-ish.
Yeah, I think 2018 was the cutoff.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah. Yeah. I know there was one that we did that was on my other channel, but I since deleted that because I never used it. So we have
Mhm.
one episode. Well, it's still on a laptop somewhere.
Lost media.
Oh no, Internet Archives. Stress
All 10 or less episodes of it.
Mhm.
Room. Oh my God.
Shit. You know what's really great before we even move on with what we were talking about?
Mhm.
My favorite thing is on the second channel, I still have a best of Stress Room video. I go back to that every once in a while and laugh so hard at it.
Oh,
Some great moments.
oh my
Oh.
God. Yeah. Oh my God. The bleepiest ass laser pointer words I can't say now on YouTube.
Oh.
I still remember.
Oh God.
It's like
What about
it's like boom. Just like that pause.
all the running gags we used to have? Like we'd always
Uh,
quote
Like
Hangover
a
2.
Stevie get out.
For
Stevie Get Out was the
yep.
big one, yeah.
Let's see, Stevie, you jerk. Shannon, you jerk. Oh.
I think we only did one without Patrick, and I love it because
Yeah.
it was so funny. It was you, me, and Gus, a mutual friend of ours, fellow content
Mhm.
creator. We the three of us sat down to watch that stupid ass Banana Splits movie, and then Patrick was like, Patrick, you were out doing something way more productive,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, like you didn't include me, and I was like, do not be jealous. This movie sucks.
It did. It did.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Yeah, God. I still haven't seen that.
Oh, lucky duck.
I'd, yeah, I'd rather not.
Uh,
I take it you guys haven't watched any of the stupid ass public domain horror films as of late.
Oh, like the Winnie the Pooh one?
No.
my niece and nephew try to get us to watch it. They always say the second Pooh movie was, better.
Yeah, I mean, technically that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not working with anything great to begin with, so yeah, any kind of step up is a step up.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
Mhm.
Oh,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I don't know what I was gonna do is I had a small list of like annoying movie cliches that I was
Oh.
gonna like
Oh,
complain
I
about. They'd
sent
all, like,
you a few, or at least two
Yeah.
of them. I thought of.
let me
So,
go back.
so can I explain the two I chose
Sure.
quickly?
Sure.
I'm trying to remember what I sent you.
It was here. I got it pulled up. Walking or crawling slowly in horror movies when the bad guy is behind you.
Yeah.
Who we thought was the hero is actually the villain, and fake deaths. Those are like
Okay.
the three you listed.
Yeah. So basically, the horror movie cliche, like someone trips or falls and the bad guy's right behind them and they're just slowly crawling or doing the Baywatch slow-mo run.
Or the no, please.
No.
I can't move. Go on.
Oh.
That was Yeah, definitely a cliche that, and the second one who we
Can
thought
go
was,
bye-bye.
yeah,
Mm.
definitely, definitely. The second one, the here, like who we thought was the hero's actually the villain. Dun dun dun. Like I know the new Dungeons and Dragons movie did it. The first Frozen movie did it with
Hmm.
Hans.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was Hans, yeah,
Yeah,
because Kristoff's
Yeah.
the good dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget like any other movies on the top of my head that had
Didn't
that cliche, but there's a lot. There seems to be a lot of that trope.
didn't Wish do it, or am I thinking of another
I didn't see
recent
Wish, so
Disney
I
one?
can't
I
confirm or deny.
It was
I
some
did.
recent. It
Mhm.
was some
Yeah, I
recent.
thought. I don't
It might.
think. I think
No,
Chris Pine was never the hero.
no.
He was always
What,
No.
what movie am I thinking of? That it was. Was it
Uh,
Coco?
Yeah,
Coco.
Coco.
Coco
No,
did that.
Coco did
That's
it.
what. Okay, that's the one I was
Coco
thinking
did
of.
it. Yes,
Yep.
yes. Coco I have seen multiple times.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then
I can't see it anymore. It's too sad.
yeah. And the last one where like the fake deaths. Like what I mean by that is like, after a big action scene, there's like rubble and smoke and debris everywhere, and
Mhm.
everybody's like, "Oh my God, the heroes are dead." And then they slow-mo walk towards the audience,
Explosions behind them.
going, "Oh my God, they're alive."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we get it. Like we can pick certain things and figure the movie out.
Wasn't
So,
there a crappy like kind of musical that did that with the villain? Like it was animated and he we thought he was dead, but then they rushed really quickly into him actually being alive. I don't
King and I.
remember what it No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
It was
hmm,
CG.
hmm.
Oh.
It was a jukebox musical.
Oh God.
Mm.
It,
I'll be honest.
uh
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say like one of the same movies, but nobody dies in that one, or either
hang
of
on.
them.
Hang on. It was made by George Lucas.
Oh, so not the Star Wars
Um,
sequel
okay.
trilogy?
Oh, Epic or whatever the hell it's
Oh,
called.
Epic?
No, wait. Magic. That's
Matt.
what it was.
Oh, I didn't see that
Uh,
one.
No one
Luckily,
did.
no one did. Of
was that
course
the one
not.
with
Strange
trolls?
Magic, yeah.
That
I've
was
never
that was that
seen
weird fairy.
those.
That was that
Yeah.
weird fairy movie or whatever that
Oh,
George Lucas
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. So those were my three that I came up with this morning.
Mhm. Let's
Uh,
see.
what about the
Um,
rest of you guys?
I
I've got
wasn't.
one.
Yeah.
The liar revealed and the mopey dopey like thing fallout afterwards.
Oh, that's
It's
on my
like
list. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really don't like that because there are times where you either have to have to lie for survival's sake, or
Mhm.
they don't give you the chance to actually say the truth. Like in this old manga I used to read, Love Hina, there's this whole thing. The whole thing starts where Keitaro's aunt says,
Mhm.
"Hey, aren't you at Tokyo University by now?" And Keitaro starts to say, "Oh no, I'm actually studying," and the girls just like automatically think he's a Tokyo University student. And even though he's trying to protest, saying like, "No, I'm not," they refuse to listen. And when they refuse
Oh,
to listen to you actually telling the truth and then get mad, it's like, "Oh, why did you tell us? You're such a bad person for lying like that." It's like,
Lied to his main
ugh.
character.
Yeah. Ugh.
oh,
Like you were
yeah,
the ones that didn't listen, you jerks.
Bugs Life
exactly.
has that. Yeah, so many movies have that. Bugs Life comes to mind.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's been such a long time since I've seen A Bug's Life.
I like that movie.
I do. It's
Yeah.
one of the underrated ones, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
because a certain actor played a grasshopper and he's kind of
Yeah.
blacklisted from
Yeah.
Hollywood now, I think Disney's trying
Mm-hmm.
to bury that one.
I don't know if they're burying it, but it
Not
seems like they're
burying
trying
it,
to,
but it's like, oh, he's
trying
connected.
to ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it exists, but we're not going to do anything with it.
And it's
We're
basically
Disney.
Bruno.
I get it.
Mm.
Ah.
Patrick, you got anything?
Oh no, because nobody told me we were doing movie cliches. Shannon.
Oh.
I did tell him about the other thing, though.
Well, yes. But I
I'll-
mean, but with me, with the cliches, I think I'm at the point where I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm always more about how something is about than what something is about. So, like the fact that they're doing cliches does never bothers me. If they're bad cliches or if they're done poorly, that irks me. And and it's almost like, and almost always what Kat said with the liar revealed, that's always done poorly.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I cannot talk about like cliches I do not like off the top of my head.
Okay, that's fine. And that actually brings up a very good point, too. Because cliches are cliches, but when they're done well, they can be done well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, I'll barrel through mine. Like I have a small list. Okay, so um, conveniences. Like whenever something is just generally like too convenient to like just so that like you can get from point A to point B.
So I could
Like
do Ex Machina.
Yeah, sort of, but like okay, this is a very random example, but in Quest for Camelot during the villain song, like to have the main girl be able to slip away because she's being restrained by like the bad guy's goons, but the one of the goons that's holding her just lets go and runs off during the villain song, and then she just like slips away. It's like, okay, that's way too convenient for a way for her to just get away like that.
Yeah.
Oh God. Let's see. Formulaic set pieces. This typically applies to like crappy action movies and disaster movies, where it just kind of feels like the movie goes from set piece to set piece. World War Z does that. A lot of the Roland Emmerich movies do that, where it's just like, oh, big scene where like the world around them's crumbling and main character has to run to get to the end of the scene. It's like it's like you're watching a video game,
Oh God.
Oh, that actually kind of reminds me like of so Tabitha had her head for because last month had Friday the 13th. Everybody's like, we're going to watch the first 8 because they're in the box set.
Yeah.
Nice.
And getting into 5, where it was actually legit mandated, somebody has to die every 5 minutes. And sure enough, somebody dies every 5 minutes.
Oh God.
And so yeah, like you could actually like time it out. I actually admire it because of its discipline for that. But yeah, just talk about the set pieces. That got me thinking about that one.
That's a good example of it. This is a very generic one, but forced romantic dynamics and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you see it with TV shows too. Like, and I say this as someone who likes The Office, but okay, when The Office started, the whole Jim and Pam, will they get together? But the more the show went on, like they had to pair up more characters together, like Ed Helms's character with Ellie Kemper's character. It's like there was no reason for that other than, well, it worked in the first few seasons, let's do it again.
Oh God. Yeah. Recycling the same formula over and over again. It's sort of like, as much as I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, it's always the same formula. Mary Jane gets into trouble, Spider-Man saves her. Second movie, Mary Jane is in trouble, Spider-Man saves her. Third movie, take a wild guess.
Gwen Stacy's in trouble.
Oh my God, you're right.
So what you're saying is Spider-Man 3 did something right.
For once.
Crazy.
For once.
Let's not get crazy.
Well, it did give us the dance.
Yes.
It
was Bully Maguire.
Oh my God, Bully Maguire, the greatest meme.
Let's see what else did I have written. Oh God, annoying montages. I mean, that's a gimme.
Oh,
the worst ones that I hate the most are the montages where they're fashion montages and they usually set them to songs like La Freak. I don't know why, but that just annoys me to no end.
Oh God. Ugh. I don't know if this counts as a cliche, but making Anne Hathaway the ugly character.
Is
Because
that
if
a
you
thing?
because like
Uh,
no, between like the first Princess Diaries film and The Devil Wears Prada, both of them have her doing a makeover.
Oh, that's a whole other cliche right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not Anne Hathaway specific, but yeah, I know like
But it's weird that it
Rachel Lee
happened to her
Cook did it
twice. Yeah.
because I know like Rachel Lee Cook did it, and she's old that.
Yeah.
Like she was way hotter with the glasses.
Mm.
Exactly. That's what. Oh my God. There's that stupid ass Adam Sandler movie, Just Go With It, where his love interest, well, his main love interest is Jennifer Aniston, and the first half of the movie they have her hair in a bun and then she's wearing glasses, and then they do the montage, they do the fashion thing where she lets her hair down. And it's like, oh, she's Jennifer Aniston, and I'm like, yeah, no shit, movie. The same year this came out was Horrible Bosses, where she got
Oh
to be
my God,
super
that's
hot.
a cliche too. Like if you have
Yeah,
a glasses and a bun, then
Simpsons
you're
did it.
then you're not hot or attractive.
Yeah, it's like glasses can be attractive.
Look at Christopher Reeve as Clark Kent. Hello? Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Hey,
to some of us.
well,
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, I really can't tell how I look without glasses. So,
you'll look good.
You look fine.
Yeah.
Girl, you fabulous.
thank you. Yeah, it's like, wow, my eyes are blurry.
Oh,
Oh God, cliched humor, which we're seeing a lot of it nowadays. And I know this has kind of been going since like the 80s and 90s, but like the overused jokes of like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Or so that just happened. It's like it's like, is that studio mandated that you have to have that in every movie or every blockbuster
it should be allowed if you're Deadpool.
or Guardians of the Galaxy?
But
Yeah.
the Emperor's New Groove, the scene where they're going down the waterfall, that did it
Mhm.
right.
That
Yes,
is funny.
that
That's an
is
example of
funny.
Yeah.
Because it was literally deadpan serious.
Mhm.
Most likely.
And
Bring it
that's
on.
Bring it on.
yeah, that's the thing. Like with the Emperor's New Groove, there was that layer of like that. Oh, you could say like you could feel that they were just internally shuddering, like
Yeah.
as they were saying that.
Maybe
But
they're
most of the
just
time, most of the time they were just saying it to say it. Oh, to
yeah.
fill out a trailer.
God, yeah, exactly. Oh God. Speaking of animated movies, unfunny comic relief. Like, like this applies to live action movies too, but animated movies, we all know the obvious answer: Minions.
It was funny the first time.
Yeah, and then never
Did they
again.
really need another one?
Yeah, they needed more. Yeah, because Illumination wanted to buy a yacht. That's why. So just
I
having a
thought
little
Minions
yellow.
2 was I thought Minions 2 was great.
So
And
did
Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. And Dolph Lundgren.
hmm
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But like you get what I'm saying, right? Like, just have those little yellow
Yeah.
nut sacks running around going.
Go. I
With
think they're
no
cute.
I think
subtitles.
the most agree. I I think the most egregious is in that film Norma the North, where those little lemming
Oh,
things just show
yes.
up, do
Mm.
fart jokes, and pee, and they don't really do anything except ha ha ha. We're 5 years old. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't know. I mean, if you want examples of them doing it right, I mean Timon and Pumbaa, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people like the gargoyles from Hunchback.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay,
Sure.
can we specify Timon and Pumbaa, the animated?
yes, the animated.
Can we
one.
specify?
What do you not like Seth Rogen's singing voice? Are you telling me that Seth Rogen is not good at singing and or voice acting?
I
'Cause you're
prefer
absolutely
Nathan.
right about-
I
I mean-
prefer the fabulousness of Nathan Lane.
Well,
And Ernie Sabella.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it is Seth Rogen.
Exactly. Weed.
Oh.
Big joke.
Then again, I've actually never seen the live action
Don't.
Lion King.
It's not
Don't.
very good.
It's lifeless.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's
And
lifeless.
then, of course, talk about Hunchback of Notre Dame. I was like, I saw that in theaters
Oh,
almost 30 years ago.
Oh,
oh,
God.
oh
it
my
was a good
God.
one.
Yeah,
Stevie wasn't
it's
even born yet.
I watched it on home video when I was a wee baba. Okay, it's a damn good Disney movie. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I actually saw it for the first time in high school and I loved it. It's right up there with in second place
Mhm.
for some of my favorite Disney movies. And I'm sure you can guess my number one.
It's Aladdin.
Yep.
Why? Um,
No, no, not wild. Get that out of here.
poor man's Madagascar.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if these count as cliches, but making movies within the same universe as other movies, but they have nothing to do with each other. For
Uh,
example, Ghostbusters 2016 and Twisters, even
Wait, what?
though, yeah,
what?
yeah, they made a sequel to Twister called Twisters.
And the movie
No,
Twister
no,
is
no,
a
no, no,
movie
no.
in the
We
universe.
know about the existence of Twisters, but what's this about Ghostbusters 2016 Twisters sharing the same universe? Because
No,
I'm
no,
Wait,
ready
no,
to say that.
no,
I was
no.
about to say.
Twisters is within the same universe as Twister, but they have nothing to do with each other. So, like with
Oh,
Ghostbusters,
Oh.
so like
so
with
it's not a
Ghostbusters.
direct sequel.
It's not a direct sequel, and they have hints and Easter eggs of the original movie, but
I
they then if you're gonna do
Oh.
references,
so they
Mm.
then make a sequel movie or make a
my
movie within that same universe, but don't just drop Easter eggs in like in an alternate universe.
I don't know. My
Oh
best guess
God.
is to establish a cinematic universe because that's the big thing
I,
now.
I know,
Yeah,
and
Yeah, I'm
Twisters,
not.
yeah, Twisters was okay. My mom figured out the plot in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Like she called who was gonna die and how long from the death of something to present day
well,
ish.
you know what? That we
Uh,
call there's a term for that, Shannon. It's called hack writing.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh my
God.
god.
Exactly.
All I remember
Um,
from Twisters is that put me to sleep.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
the
ooh,
can't like
guy,
sleep more now.
well, the guy from Top Gun Maverick was in it. What's his
Yeah, Glenn Powell,
Glenn
and then
Powell.
there's that chick from that crappy Crawdads movie.
Yeah. Glenn
oh
Powell
god,
trying
yeah,
to be the late Bill Paxton.
yeah. What? Wow.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Bill.
at
Like,
least you could say the makers of Twisters had the excuse of Bill Paxton being dead for him to not be there. But
it,
Helen Hunt wanted to be there, or at least at the very least wanted to direct it, and they just turned her down.
exactly.
Why?
I originally thought it was going to be a sequel, like Helen Hunt, and they
Mm,
have a daughter, and Bill passed away, and the daughter takes after Bill, and all that stuff. That would have been a great sequel to homage to both Bill Paxton and Philip Seymour Hoffman. The biggest difference is Twister felt real. Twister just felt like a cash grab in the original movie.
That's because it was.
Yeah.
I hesitate to call Twister real. There was a
Well,
cow.
That is
well,
true. You can't forget about that. The stupidest scene in the
cow,
movie. The
another cow.
silliest, like
Yeah,
I know, but well, aside
but
from the
Twister.
cow,
But yeah, like
the
Twister
writing, like
was.
the writing felt real, the characters felt real. It wasn't just like honed in. You know what I mean? Not
I,
like with Twisters, where I don't know,
it's
it
been
just
forever
lacked
since
the
I've seen
heart
it.
and passion of the original movie, in my opinion.
I think basically what I'm saying is Twister is good muscular blockbusting entertainment.
Mhm.
Twisters is not. I
Exactly.
would
Yeah.
never ever say Twister was realistic in any of design. In
Sure,
its
yeah.
in its characterization, its dialogue, and Carrie Ellis in the tornadoes, but it was very entertaining.
It
Sure,
was.
yeah.
It had heart. And also the scene with the steak, eggs, and mashed potatoes. I had that. It was delicious.
Yum.
Okay. These are my top three
Ooh,
most
okay.
hated cliches.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, okay. Forced celebrity cameos and or impressions. Like this is, I say this as someone
Yes.
who still tries to keep up with South Park, but like
Mhm.
South Park does this, Family Guy does this, Simpsons
Cough,
does this,
cough, Al
SNL.
Pacino and Jack and Jill.
We'll get to that. SNL does it.
Hey,
They always
don't do the
what?
Dunkachino.
What's my name? Doug Pacino. That has a resurgence.
That justifies Jack and Jill's existence.
But I was gonna say,
Okay.
yeah, like South Park does it, Simpsons does it, Family Guy does it, SNL does it, where they have to have somebody say, "Celebrity, what are you doing here?" And it's the exact delivery every time. It's like, oh, Tom Cruise, what are you doing in Springfield? Oh, just shooting Mission Impossible 7. It's like
Waka Waka.
Waka Waka.
But it's like, I don't know, like, to me it screams like they're not confident in the person doing the impression, so they have to blatantly spell it out. I'll give you 2 examples, one where they actually get the celebrities and one where they have bad impersonators. Disaster Movie, there's a scene where you have lookalikes for the Jonas Brothers, Justin Timberlake, and Jessica Simpson, and they actually have somebody say out loud, "Look everybody, it's Jessica Simpson," and then they show her, she looks nothing like her.
Hence the title Disaster Movie.
Exactly.
Accurate.
And the other one is Zoolander 2. There is a scene where, no shit, they have, and granted, Zoolander movies, they have
with Benadryl cucumber.
With Benedict Cabbage Patch.
What?
Yeah. But no, granted, Zoolander has a lot of celebrity cameos. The first movie had them, second one had them. But like the most egregious one to me is they have Katy Perry and Neil deGrasse Tyson in the same scene, and they literally just go, "Katy Perry, Neil deGrasse Tyson," and I'm just like, thank you for spelling that out.
I mean, they spelled out Billy Zane in the first one. They gave David Bowie his own title card.
Hey, that was funny though. Put a cork in it, Zane. I don't know. Yeah, there's a million other ones. MC Hammer, weirdly enough, and fucking what's the other dude's name? John Malkovich. Ariana Grande, like there's a bunch of people that show up in it. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't stand that. Celebrity, what are you doing here? Okay, this one, I know Kat's gonna hate this. Dance party endings for animated movies. Cannot stand
Shrek 1 did it right.
Yes, like after Shrek 2 with Livin' La Vida Loca, it's done. You don't have to end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, for Shrek 2, they had Faraway Idol with Simon Cowell.
I love that.
But like,
see, that's how you do that celebrity thing funny.
Yes,
exactly, and Simon Cowell played himself.
Yep, yeah, it did. But like, I don't
Simon
know,
Cowell, what are you doing here?
God, what are you doing here? No, but fucking like, even movies that I like have this, so I can't really say that it's only exclusive to bad movies. But like, Megamind ends with everybody dancing to "I'm Bad" by Michael Jackson.
Oh gosh,
yeah. But then you get to really shit. Oh, what was I gonna say?
Yeah, it's like the first Despicable Me movie had a dance party ending.
Yeah,
which I don't think any of the others had dance party endings. Probably because they realized it's.
The second Transylvania movie, I think, had a dance party ending.
Well, and Adam Sandler raps.
Gifts.
All I know is like only the third Hotel Transylvania movie was good. The one on the boat.
With the Macarena.
Wait, what?
That is right. Yeah.
Hotel Transylvania 3, where they all go on vacation.
On the boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first 2.
There's 3.
It was 4.
Oh,
no, 4.
There's 4.
The fourth one doesn't count. They have no Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, but there's a third one. It's called Hotel Transylvania Shipwrecked. Let's see. The dance party ending. What's that other one? Oh, fucking Marmaduke ends with everyone dancing to "What I Like About You," and it's like
they stole that from Shrek.
Yeah. Oh God, no, they don't dance to "What I Like About You." Oh, that was in the Shrek 2 DVD thing.
Yeah.
Oh, in the Angry Birds movie, they had like several dance sequences.
Oh God. So instead of a musical, it's a danceicle?
It's like, when in doubt, dance. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and oh my God, I felt so sorry for the main character in that, because no wonder he's angry. Everyone else is annoying. Yeah.
I don't blame him.
You know what? I actually have something to contribute to this conversation, because it makes me remember, and this isn't actually a cliche per se, but
Mhm.
it's a cliche in filmmaking.
Mhm.
Because in First Angry Birds, there's Sean Penn, but all he did was grunts and
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
right.
you could have with the amount of money you paid Sean Penn, you couldn't have him say a word that
That's
that a random hobo could have done that.
I was
Oh,
just about to say you could get the janitor to do that. What the fuck,
yeah, you
dude?
could have.
Yeah,
Oh
You could have
god.
gotten one of us to do that.
Exactly. We would have done it. Just go into a microphone.
Brr.
like
Ah.
Mm. Oh, and that fucking Gulliver's Travels movie ends with them dancing to
Uh,
War. What is it good for? It's like,
what?
fuck
What
this.
is it good for? Ugh.
Jack Black dancing around, shaking his tummy in
Oh,
3D.
oh
Ugh.
God. We
uh,
love you, Jack Black, but not in 3D.
After Minecraft movie, you want to say that?
I didn't see it, so I can't really.
neither do
Yeah,
I,
same here.
but the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for that rhetoric, Stevie.
And apparently, according to Stevie and the Gulliver's Travels, apparently Jack Black's hips don't lie either.
Seriously, like that movie, every chance Jack Black got to take off his shirt and like show off his fucking like Jack Black body, I'm just like, okay, what? No,
Okay.
just no. Anyway, okay, my most hated cliche, and again, this is in good movies, and I'll give 2 examples of movies that I like that have them. But the forced third act falling out, misunderstanding, it kind of goes back to what
Oh,
Kat was saying with the liar reveal trope.
oh,
Oh
I
Yes.
hate
yes.
that.
Whenever and it's those magic words, it's not what it looks like. I'm like,
Ugh.
okay, I'm done. I'm done. And
Yeah,
then they have
the
the sad
first Shrek.
montage.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
the first Shrek movie did that with like
Yeah.
Donkey and Shrek, and then you had Hallelujah, that sad montage with everybody,
That
with the three of them.
okay. That's another good example. But the 2 movies I was gonna say that I like that have that. Shallow Hal, which another Jack Black movie, which is it's all right. It's not great, but it's cute. It's, yeah. Incredibly dated, but it's cute. Um, and Bruce Almighty
Mhm.
also has that.
Yeah. Oh, what the I guess the dinner
When
party scene.
yeah, and Jennifer Aniston thinks
Mhm.
that he's gonna cheat on her with that newscaster
Oh
lady, and
yeah.
then
Okay.
and then she walks away. He's like, "Wait, come back! It's not what it looks like." And then she goes, "I never want to see you ever again."
Ugh.
Speeds off. Then they have like the sad montage where he's like, everyone's sad, and he's like looking inquisitively, and he has to realize he has to
Mm,
stop being a shitty person.
Mm.
mm.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, most of the time that type of falling out, if they one of the people would just listen and allow the other guy to speak,
literally
then it
two
would
minute.
have been solved.
Yeah,
Yes,
2 minute
but
conversation.
yeah, but as someone who is a mental health professional, that's easier said than done, and people are trapped in their own feelings.
I mean, yes, but I know me and Tablet didn't spend years of therapy to not talk to each other.
Yeah.
Uh,
I I can think of one recent example where they do have the falling out, but instead of being too mopey dopey about it, they actually are just deciding to get crap done because time is of the essence. And I'm sorry about this in advance, but it has been Hotel with Charlie and Vaggie when they have when Charlie finds out that Vaggie was once an exterminator angel, she's of course horrified and she is very upset. Not the fact that she's was an angel, but the fact that she didn't tell her in the 3 years of the relationship, because that Vaggie was be horrified to tell someone that she whose people she once killed like is now on different side is now on her side, and it was revealed so suddenly in the last episode. But they instead of just being mopey dopey about it, they have to get crap done. So that Vaggie's going to see Carmilla Carmine to help figure out what they can do to stop the angels. and Charlie is going to get help from the cannibals in Cannibal Town and regains her confidence. And after a good talk with one of the overlords over there, she realizes that yeah, people screw up. It happens, but when you're down in hell, you're bound to have screwed up at some point. And they eventually talk it out and they forgive each other. And not once does Charlie ever consider breaking up with her over this. They love each other too much to let that happen. So they have better communication skills than most people in romantic movies from the past several years. So yeah, that's the one time I can think where they did the liar revealed trope better than most, because they don't waste time being all mopey dopey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes sense.
This is an example, like, again, movie that I like, but I could tell it was coming. The 2017 It movie, I saw that in theaters, and there's that moment after they get out of the house for the first time, and they're like, "We could have died, man! Like, you know, that was horrifying. Like, I never want to see you ever again." And then I was like, "Here comes the sadness montage." And so I got up, went to the bathroom, came back after like a minute or two. Fucking montage was over, and I was like, "Wow, I didn't miss a thing."
Nice.
Yeah.
Because
So,
it shows how pointless these montages are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I had for this. So yeah.
Awesome list, Stevie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Like, speaking of montages, Rocky.
Those were good though.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Well, in the good ones they were. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
They're all good.
That, yeah.
Not 5. But here's the thing. Or 2.
Oh, really?
It's actually not good. It's like, you ordered it! I'm going to throw my money! Yeah. Pretty much the ending of Rocky 2 does a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he do that in Rocky 4 when he was in not Siberia, but where was he?
Russia or wait.
It was, I think you were right the first time, Shannon.
It was Siberia? Okay.
I think. It's definitely Russian.
Yeah, Rocky 4 is the one with all the America v Russia stuff because it was the 80s, gosh dang
it.
And
Superman 4 I think had that too.
Yes, and I know that because I recently watched Superman 4 for a video.
Oh.
But I also remembered that was a movie. God, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Rocky 4 was the one with the robot. I'll never forget that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know, apparently
Yeah.
I refused to watch the director's cut of Rocky 4 because apparently they removed the robot.
What? No.
Oh my God, that's like George Lucas removing C-3PO.
I mean, who cares? Yeah, I mean, it's weird, it's creepy. You could cut it out without affecting the plot. But damn it, that robot gave Rocky 4 its identity more than Dolph Lundgren did.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, also, I forget. You said you didn't like Rocky 5, right? That's Rocky Balboa.
Or just Balboa.
Rocky 5 is Rocky 5, where Rocky fights a bomb on the.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry,
yeah. It's. I forgot what website said this, but Rocky 5 was him finding a dude on the street.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. God. Because I feel like
because he was. Yeah, because he was training a protege, and the protege was the one doing all the actual boxing, but Rocky was getting all the attention because it was Rocky. And then that guy in Rocky fought the streets.
I feel like in every Rocky movie, like it's the same formula. Rocky loses himself, and then there's a whole montage for him to find himself again. It's to end up losing himself in the next movie.
The only thing I remember from Rocky Balboa was it was the street fight at the end, and then like, yeah, the guy's like, if you lay a finger on me, I'll sue you, and then Stallone's like, sue me for what?
Me for what? Because I'm broke. Because I let Paulie do all my accounting. What was I thinking? God, I'm not very smart.
No.
Probably was all that brain damage Ivan Drago gave me.
and apparently, I guess Stallone hated that one so much. Like, he even went on talk shows saying, like, "Yeah, it's not a good movie."
Aw.
Oh, I remember like and this is also really going to date myself even more. That's seeing Huts back in Notre Dame theaters when Stallone did uh, a Q&A on Agent Cool promoting Rocky Balboa. He was going. He was asked to rank or rate the Rocky movies, the first five. Let's see, I think if I remember right, Rocky 1 was a 10, 2 was a 7, 3 was a 10, 4 was a 5, and 5 was a 0.
Wow.
But
It's
he liked it better.
Ooh.
But he liked it better than Stop or My Mom Will Shoot because he says
Of, of,
it's the worst movie
yeah.
made in this galaxy, including alien productions we are not aware of.
Oh gosh. So Sylvester Stallone's view on Rocky 5 reminds me of the late Christopher Reeve's view in Superman 4. In his autobiography, Still Me, there's only one sentence because he goes about the Superman films and he goes, the only sentence it says is, the less we talk about Superman 4, the better.
that's a good
Yeah.
quote, Paul.
Ooh.
Oh, and I mean, yeah, pretty much Reeve was he had to do Superman 4 to get Street Smart
Yes.
off the ground.
Because the
And
Superman
then
4 was not Superman 4, Street Smart was a passion project for him and that was actually
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman's first movie.
No, it wasn't. It was his breakout role.
Really?
Breakout role, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was in other
Oh,
stuff
wow.
before.
I like
He was
Street
in-
Smart. It was definitely better than Superman 4.
Most things are.
Most things are.
I haven't even seen Street Smarts, but yeah.
Dog shit on the
Pat.
side of the road is better than Superman 4.
Hey Pat, remember that day where I think it was Shusher or like you and I were just on Skype. You and I watched Somewhere in Time together one day.
Yes.
Wait, what? I forgot about this.
Yeah, we I forgot why we decided to watch Summer in Time, but
I
we
forgot
did.
we did. I forgot why too.
Yeah.
It was it's
That
like
was
it was like one of those non-Superman Christopher Reeve movies. Like I got into Christopher Reeve like obviously with Superman 1 and 2 because Superman Returns was coming out in the theaters. So I wanted to branch out to other movies aside from Superman. And yeah, speaking of Superman, the new Superman movie is coming out next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
That
keep
looks
forgetting that.
Fingers crossed.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, according to the trailers that I've seen, he is the Blue Boy Scout we all know and love. So I'm hoping that's the case here. As much I love Man of Steel, not too fond of Batman versus Superman. Don't get me started on Justice League, but Batman's supposed to be dark and brooding, not Superman.
Don't get me started.
Oh god. Oh god, you remember when I said, first when I talked about my first London trip and Justice League was the in-flight movie on the way back.
Oh, I do remember that.
Oh.
And I dropped that because that episode started with Shannon talking about Justice League, which I do like.
I mean, I haven't seen.
It's light, it's funny, it's entertaining in all the ways Zack Snyder is not.
Okay. Let me ask you this, in all seriousness, what did you think? What did you think of the extended version, or did you not see it?
Never seen it.
Okay.
Never seen it. I mean, I hear it's a little bit better.
It's kind of better.
It's
I
kind of,
guess.
but like for continuity wise, I don't know.
All I heard about and then the Batman versus Superman extended editions is that the story makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not good, but it makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I should be curious to watch a director's cut that fills in the plot holes, but that means I have to watch Batman versus Superman again.
Yeah. All you need
what?
to know is Martha.
Oh yeah, the thing that
Why
everyone
did you
kept
say
quoting.
that name?
It's his
Martha.
mother's name.
Oh my god. What? No, well, that and can we not talk about how fucking weird Jesse Eisenberg is? Not just as a person, but also as Lex Luthor.
He played
Oh,
Lex Luthor as if he were the Joker.
Yeah, he's like a cartoon character. He's like, oh man, you guys,
mm.
Batman and Superman together in the same room. Oh my gosh,
I have a theory. He
Melvin,
was a
brother of the Joker.
Oh my God. Like, I have a theory that Lex Luthor was probably representing the audience watching the film. Oh my God, it's Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne
Oh,
together on screen. Oh my God.
so, so your interpretations of Valley Girl version of Lex Luthor are kind of like that. Oh my gosh, they're on screen. Oh jeez, it's too fabulous.
My inner Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane as Lex Luthor.
Oh, wow.
Make it happen.
He probably could pull it off. Like, Superman on Broadway. Nathan Lane is Lex Luthor.
Jeez.
Well,
I think he has
Superman.
You know, they
Superman
kind of
was a-
parodied that on Mad.
Oh, they did, yeah.
and Superman was a musical, I think, back in the 60s.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
There was a Superman musical,
the
so.
Superman musical. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
But anyways, I
but
just
on
wanted to
Mad,
say,
they were parodying the Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Ooh.
uh, that was a good punching bag.
That was.
Yeah, it was. It really was. So yeah, fingers crossed for Superman.
Yes, fingers
Um,
crossed.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon, you
Yes.
said you wanted to talk about Mel Brooks.
Oh, yeah. This is what I mentioned to Pat earlier. In homage of Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, it better have that tagline because we're writing Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. We came up with our favorite Mel Brooks films.
Yeah.
So who would like to go first for that one?
Actually, before we start, I at least wish Spaceballs sequel is actually called Spaceballs 3: The Search for Spaceballs 2. That's my wish.
Oh, so it's like a good version of Thanksgiving 2, Thanksgiving 3.
Yes, maybe.
Alright.
Okay.
I mean, I'm the special guest, so somebody else can start.
I guess I can start. Let me get there. Okay, so in no particular order, Robots, because he was in it. He was Big Weld. He was the voice of Big Weld in Robots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hotel Transylvania 2. He was Drax's dad.
Okay.
If you say so.
No, he voiced Drax's dad.
No, we get
Yeah.
that.
I know. Spaceballs, obviously. History of the World, Part 1. Especially the scene where he's comicus and he's going to be Arthur at the Unemployment Bureau.
Or the scene where he's Moses.
Oh!
So Moses is like, I gave you 15 commandments to 10.
10. And like he's comicus with B. Arthur, and like he's a philosopher, and he goes, "Oh, you're a bullshit artist. Have you bullshitted this week? No. Have you bullshitted last week? No."
Movie's
Oh my
underrated.
God.
I love that movie.
It is. Let's see. Young Frankenstein. Need I say more about Young Frankenstein? Luca.
It's getting it's getting a series apparently.
Frankenstein.
A what?
Well,
No.
Well, they're making
Wow.
they're making a TV series called Younger Frankenstein, and I'm like, I don't.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
can be worse in the history of the world TV series.
Oh, that's right. That does exist. Damn.
Wasn't there a Spaceballs
Yeah.
TV series too?
Yes, and it was horrible.
Yes.
Jesus, that was horrible.
Mel Brooks doesn't need this
Oh,
extra cash. He's
no.
getting royalties from all over the place. Ugh.
No, he needs that money to make it to 100. We got less than a year to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should saran wrap Mel Brooks and like preserve him for all time. He's not leaving this planet.
He's a national treasure, damn
He
it.
is a national
Yes.
tre he is a national treasure. 19 the producers, original 1967 movie with Zero Mostel and Gene Wilder. I mentioned this in the last podcast. As much as I love Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane, their producers' musical was not my favorite, especially with if you compare
Mhm.
Matthew Broderick's portrayal as Leo Bloom versus Gene Wilder.
Now, while we're on that movie, what did you? I forget if you, I don't think you got this far, but what did you think of Will Ferrell as the villain? Will Ferrell as a Nazi.
Honestly, I didn't get that far.
Okay, never mind.
Oh man, I know like they put it back on Broadway, and I think David Hasselhoff played that director guy in a dress. I forget his name. Not Broadway, but he did it on stage, and I'm like, huh,
Oh.
The
interesting.
LSD is
Not
that?
LSC, the director, the one
Oh,
that Leo and Max go to.
Oh,
the
I know
Nazi
who you're
dude?
talking about.
Oh,
Ho-
what's that the writer?
hold on. When in doubt, IMDb. Please hold.
Um, he's the one that did the "Make It Gay" song,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
I think so.
Let
That sounds
me.
right. It's been forever since I've seen it.
Not LSD. Who was it?
Yeah.
Roger Debris.
Oh yeah, there we go. Roger Debris.
Roger Debris. Uh, and last but not least, Blazing Saddles,
Mm, yeah.
which you could not air today.
Well, no.
Well, like you could stream it on Netflix, or you could at one point. I have the DVD,
Yeah.
but like you couldn't have it on TV
But
today.
Well, no.
yeah,
I think a lot of Mel Brooks stuff, or some of
Well,
it, you can't have on TV today.
well, I think Spaceballs generally still could be. I think
Yeah.
a lot of Young
for the most
Frankenstein
part,
probably. Young
yeah.
Frankenstein probably. Um, I'm surprised, Shannon. Since you are the resident Mel Brooks expert here,
Am I?
yeah, you just listed off a bunch of Mel Brooks movies.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I must ask, because we briefly talked about these two movies in the chat. What are your thoughts on the two that a lot of people say seem to be his lesser work of his spoof movies: Dracula, Dead and Loving It, and Robin Hood, Men in Tights?
I like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
So do I. It's not great, but it has its moments.
It's funny. It breaks the fourth wall. Like, what do you mean I lose? That wasn't in the script.
And he split the arrow in twain.
Ah,
And
man,
Dracula Dead. Sorry, go ahead.
and like I actually didn't see the Dracula one.
Oh, it's not that it's the worst thing ever, but it's definitely one of the weakest Mel Brooks movies. And I'll tell you what it is. It feels, and I don't, how many other people in this chat have seen it?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just say it like this. It feels like it was Mel Brooks trying to be like the Zucker brothers, even to the point where he made the main character. No,
So,
that's not a bad thing.
was the Dracula movie before or after Young Frankenstein?
It was way
Way
after.
after.
I'm
Yeah.
only asking because like it feels like a Universal monster movie universe thing with Frankenstein, and then we have Dracula.
Yeah, it's like
Or it
that's what
wasn't.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
from what I can remember of it, it felt like it was trying to sort of be like a new generation Young Frankenstein, and it failed miserably because it's like it felt like it was trying to be a Zucker Brothers movie, like Airplane or Naked Gun, even
Yeah.
even to the point where Leslie Nielsen's the main character in it,
Oh
and it's
God.
just it's like it's not that it's just not very good. I mean,
Nah.
like even the typical kind of slapstick shit you see in these kind of movies, like he chases after there's a woman in a nightie and he's a bat and he flies, he's gonna try and get her, but then he bumps into the window. That's so gosh dang wacky.
Isn't that another cliche? Just missing the clear window and smacking into it?
Yeah, they're called pratfalls.
Hmm.
Oh my God, that's another list at some point. Cliches and
Yeah.
pratfalls.
Yeah, Carol, running into a clear window gets me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because you don't ever
Well,
see it coming.
No, you
well,
don't. But
here's another. There's another cliche for you. Whenever someone, they do this a lot with fucking Kevin James movies, but the joke is he's fat and he falls down. That's the joke.
Uh,
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Zookeeper.
oh God.
at least with
Are
the
those
first
the
Mall, at least with the first Mall Cop, at least it became a die-hard clone,
Yeah,
and
it
it
did. It
kind
was
of became
basically.
cool.
Uh, what were we gonna say, Kat?
is the Zookeeper films the same character as the Paul Blart
No,
character, or is that
no,
just
no,
a
no,
separate thing with no? Okay.
no.
No.
And well, there's that other Kevin James movie from Happy Madison where he's like a MMA fighter or some shit. What was that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, Here Comes the Boom. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Kevin
Here
James.
comes
It's got.
the boom. Do 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 do.
I thought you were gonna sing the POD song.
No.
Or yeah, no, but anyway, like yeah, the plot. It's basically we gotta save the rec center, except here it's we gotta save the school because the school program, the state funding is shit. So Kevin James decides he's gonna take one for the team and start getting money by doing MMA.
Wasn't that a similar storyline to like Sister Act and Sister Act 2? So like
and
not the
not.
MMA fighting, but you know, the
Wait a minute, no. Was it Sister? Was it Whoopi Goldberg like a government witness or something? Like she saw a
Something like
crime?
that.
she
It's
was
been forever since I've seen
or maybe it was the second Sister Act movie I'm thinking of where they had to raise money for a school or something.
Maybe.
I think it was the
Remember?
second one.
Maybe it was the
Yeah.
second one because the first one she was, I guess, in witness protection and she went into the monastery. I guess that was the first. And second, they had to raise money for like a school or something.
Oh, and
Yeah.
very uncomfortably in both Zookeeper and Here Comes the Boom. Joe Rogan's in it.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's always so weird to me. Like the first thing I will always remember Joe Rogan is Pure Factor when he had
Oh,
hair.
not news radio.
I like news radio.
I liked it. It had Phil Hartman.
I was, yeah, like I was not aware Joe Rogan was in news radio.
Yeah,
It
he
still
was like
blows my mind that he was one of the dudes to help kill off the Man Show.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh god, the fucking Man Show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in news radio he was like the maintenance guy or something. I don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name Joe.
Okay.
So creative.
Oh my God. All right.
Anyway,
Does anybody else have any favorite Mel Brooks movies?
Yeah. So I actually went up just the movies he directed because I
Okay.
didn't realize that his acting appearances was going to count.
Well, that's what I chose. Like Mel Brooks, here are the movies that came to my head.
But yeah, so this is actually in A order. I use order loosely,
Okay.
but basically, what I would say from best to worst,
Okay.
Young Frankenstein,
Mm-hmm.
the producers,
Mm.
Blazing Saddles,
Mm-hmm.
Spaceballs, High Anxiety,
Mm.
History of the World Part 1,
Mm-hmm.
and Robin Hood.
Okay.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have a very specific grievance that has colored my perspective on Robin Hood. And the joke where Carrie was like, well, unlike some actors, I can speak in a British accent. I'm like, ugh. And then I read stuff like on IMDb. I don't know if this is actual true, but apparently in the European versions, Carrie Ellis says, unlike some actors, I do not cost the producers $10 million.
Ooh.
And that would be like, Oh, that would have been so much better.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, apparently Carrie Ools actually is not American. I think he's Australian or he
he
grew up in London.
I
He's
thought he was
not
British.
he's
he
British,
is a
but like
British person,
he's a British
but
person. He's not like my introduction to Gary Ools going back to a certain movie, Twister, was my
but
introduction to Gary Ools, and he had the American accent. And I saw him in the first Saw movie, and he had an American accent. It's like
Oh, that's right.
all
Yeah.
movies I see him in have American. He has an American accent. I'm like, what? You're British? What the?
And and and,
yeah,
and it
like I met Gary Ellis twice, and
Wow.
I even told him like, "You're holy shit, you're a British person." Not those words, but as far as I know, he has never used his actual speaking voice in a movie.
Ugh.
Hmm.
well, I
Except
was
maybe Robin Hood Men in Tights.
well, I was gonna say we're leaving out his best
Not
performance of. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I was about to say
Yes,
like even his Robin Hood accent, but is different from a speaking voice.
Mm.
but I was gonna say let's not leave out his greatest acting performance as fucking Bobbly Wobbly in the Oogie Loves for all no people who remember that fucking piece of shit.
I was thinking The Princess Bride, but okay.
I only
I remember its failure.
The greatest failure since Delgo.
Oh.
God, I actually saw it till go. Not
Did you
theaters,
really?
mind you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wait, you
Yeah.
went to theaters to that? Holy shit.
God, no.
What's Delgo?
Sorry.
Okay, Delgo, it's this bad animated like movie that takes place on like an alien planet. It's like Avatar, but instead of cat people, they're like dinosaur people. And there's like touches of Star Wars and touches of like fucking Aladdin, because you got like the one guy who's the main character who's like a peasant, and then he's in love with a royal girl, and they have like that kind of Aladdin Jasmine relationship.
Oh.
It's terrible, and there's a million good actors in it.
Oh.
Oh
So,
no.
oh my gosh. So let me give you perspective. I remember seeing like on Air on Access Hollywood when I was in high school, so like the early 2000s, them like promoting Delgo, saying like, I'm Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm voicing, this character. This is a fully independent animated movie, which it was. It was like the first. I want to say it was the first of its kind. Definitely the most expensive.
Yes.
And they had so many people. And remember, this is the early 2000s. And it was released in 2008. One of those actors,
Oh,
Anne
dear.
Bancroft, has been dead for 3 years when it was released.
Yes.
And speaking of Anne Bancroft, she was the late wife of Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, just like lots of good people in that movie, and well, in the main aside from the main character who was Chris Kattan, weirdly enough.
No, he was the comic. He was the unfunny comic relief.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, I got that mixed up.
Yeah,
Freddie
Prinze
Prinze
Jr.
Jr. Damn it.
And you know what? He was famous enough in 2000s to pull off a lead role.
Yes, he
Not
was.
in 2008.
No. And really neither was Chris Kattan. Yeah, it was sort of like think of it as like imagine if something like Food Fight went to theaters. It's like one of those kind of shit
Didn't
animated movies. Well, I don't think it did. I
So,
think it
oh
went
no,
straight to
Sausage
video.
Party did.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but
yeah.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Oy.
And it has people who are like not really relevant anymore, like at that time because they made it years ago, like sort of like what Patrick was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, 2012. Oh man, all my favorites like Charlie Sheen and fucking Wayne Brady
And Charlie Sheen.
and Hillary
Duff.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like all these celebrities that are no longer.
Eva Longoria.
Oh jeez. Awesome. So
All
Stevie,
right.
Kat, do you guys have any favorite Mel Brooks movies, or did we cover it pretty much?
You guys pretty much mentioned all
I
the
think you
ones.
covered it.
Yeah, like I love out of all of them. If you had to twist my arm, out of like the big three, I'd probably say Spaceballs is my all-time favorite. I love Spaceballs. I can quote that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Um, Blazing Saddles is obviously historically significant. Like a lot of people remember
Yeah.
that as like one of the first movies to help launch Mel Brooks's career. It's like one of
Hmm.
his big breakouts.
Hmm.
Like you said, probably couldn't be more than likely couldn't be made today.
Yeah.
And I think would you say Young Frankenstein like could be like viewed today?
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
Like
definitely could. Just
yeah,
like,
because we ran that from the library like a couple months ago. It's like, yeah, it you can
yeah.
show it today and not, get the get an angry mob.
yeah,
Some of the
Like the
exactly.
jokes,
soldiers of pitchforks.
yep, some of the jokes go over kids' heads. Like the
Mhm.
scene that comes to mind is Dr. Frankenstein, before he changes the pronunciation, is helping Inga out of the carriage, and he goes, "What knockers?" as Igor is banging on the door, and Inga looks down and goes, "Oh, thank you, doctor."
Yeah.
Like that right there. That's just classic Mel Brooks. Like it's like
Yeah.
like
That,
it's very like lowbrow, but it's still really funny and
yeah,
done in a mostly tasteful way.
it is, and I think I said this in the last podcast. I don't remember, but Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks were sort of like the Johnny Depp and Tim Burton of their day.
Yeah, kind of.
Hmm.
For comedy, for 70s
The-
comedies,
yeah,
yes.
for 70s
Yeah.
well, late 60s, early 70s.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Except, they knew when to split up.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they ever split. They just stopped making movies, but I think they were still in contact with each other
Oh yeah.
regardless.
Versus
Yeah.
Hmm.
nowadays, I mean, Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, they're practically connected at the hip. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's
Especially,
an event to see Tim Burton not have a movie with Johnny Depp. It's actually it's been the case for like 10 years.
almost,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, kind of.
Well,
Uh,
well, Johnny Depp broke away from Disney for obvious reasons.
well, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of since we're going off on a topic with Johnny Depp, and Patrick, I appreciate that you commented on it. Like just recently, I rewatched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Crazy fucking movie, but it's
Ugh.
it's very fascinating.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I I only know the one quote from it. We can't stop here. This is backcountry.
And also the
Yeah.
beginning quote with the we were somewhere in Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold.
But yeah, like you should actually read the book version. Like,
I want to, I
uh,
really do.
yeah, because that actually gives that story a lot more focus than what the movie.
Mm.
Because, like, with the book, you could definitely get the rambling nature of it. And with me and Graham, this is like 20 some years ago when I saw Fear and Loathing.
Hmm.
Is that the first half was really good, and then it kind of gets boring. It just falls off a cliff, you
Yes.
know.
Which is funny because they even say that in the behind the scenes. They're talking about like notes from like the screen testing and whatnot, and they say like the first half captivated the audience with how weird and interesting it was, but then the second half just kind of peters out. But that's kind of what the book was like, and I'm like, man, now I want to read the book to see if that's true.
Oh, and when in doubt,
Hmm.
audiobook if you're not able to do
Yeah,
physical.
sure.
I go back and forth
Yeah.
between physical books. I have the Kindle app on my iPad because it's a bigger screen, and then I have Audible.
Well, that's more convenient too.
Yeah.
I read audiobooks from the library or listened to my one book a month from Spotify.
Nice.
So,
Uh,
but yeah,
yeah.
it's like I just can't do like a physical book anymore.
I'm
I just don't have the opportunity to actually sit down and focus on reading.
yeah. What I do is I listen to like relaxing music in the background
Mm.
as I'm reading. So at
Hmm.
least I have something to focus on as I'm reading. Because like the same thing with Patrick.
Mm.
It's like it's been a long time since I've read an actual physical book. The last fit well, I'm currently reading Pride and Prejudice. I think I'm up to chapter 44 right now out of
Mhm.
61, so I'm almost done. I finished The Phantom Tollbooth.
Ooh.
Oh,
I love that book. Oh my God, so like there's like like wordplay upon wordplay, and you guys know me and how much I love play on words. So it's like, oh man, like I read it once for a book report. Like a lot of the books I've read was either for school or for a book report. So to read it for fun was just awesome. And then I think the last full book I actually read The Godfather by Mary
Oh, really?
Logan.
Wow.
oh yes.
The book, so basically so The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2 are kind of in the book, except they couldn't in The Godfather Part 1 they couldn't fit the flashback sequences with Vito
Hmm.
Corleone, so they put that in the second movie, even though it's in the first book.
Mm.
Well, I mean, then again, you also know what was in the first, what the Godfather book? Sonny Corleone's massive penis.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and someone actually wrote a sequel to The Godfather, The Godfather Returns. I haven't read that yet.
Yep. There's like two, three other Godfather books.
Oh, really?
There's like Returns, Revenge. I know they exist. I haven't read them.
And I know they redid the third one. It's like The Godfather Part 3 Coda or something
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, I saw the pack seeing like the Godfather Coda, the Death of Michael Corleone.
Yeah, that. So I don't know what they changed in the newer version of Part 3.
Don't ask me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Part 3
don't
wasn't my
think so.
favorite, so I'm not really in a rush to rewatch it.
Hmm.
Talking about everyone loved Godfather Part 3. They said it was their favorite of the trilogy. Nobody said that.
Yeah. You.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
the biggest problem with Godfather 3 was they had to follow Godfather 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the weakest one.
Yeah,
It's hard
and
to
they
follow it up.
had what's his face's daughter
Oh yeah,
playing.
Sophia Coppola.
Yep.
I mean, I don't blame her necessarily.
It's more like so because there's supposed to be Winona Ryder, but then she
Mhm.
got sick and had to drop out.
Oof.
So and they needed somebody. Francis was like, I need somebody else quickly. And Sophia was like, I'm someone else. You're right.
You're
Pretty much.
right.
Uh,
You know what though? It's far from the worst Francis Ford Coppola anything. After watching Jack, and especially after watching Megalopolopodopodus.
what? What about Snuffleupagus?
No, Shannon, Shannon, you know that movie. Well, okay, this was what? Was this last year? The
I think
Megalopolis?
so.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It's allegedly his last movie, and it is, from what I can tell, the biggest piece of shit he's ever made.
Oh God.
I want to see that.
Yeah, just out of very
Apparently,
curiosity.
yeah, because this is like pure unfiltered Coppola. Like he's
Yes.
sold his part of his winery to make this.
Hmm.
Yeah, so go
So
big or go home. Like his
Yes.
last
yep.
big hurrah.
I mean, he's pushing 90.
Yeah,
He
he's
also
Yeah.
he's up
doesn't
there.
look. Yeah, he doesn't look terribly well either. When I saw like he's still lucid and talkative, but yeah, you could tell he's like,
Mm,
wow, he's really like he's looking old.
yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I guess going back to books really quick. I'm currently reading a book for a video I'm working on. It's a YouTuber book, and there's a lot of real. It's like reading something straight out of an acid trip, and I kind of love it for how it's balls to the wall nuts it is.
Which YouTuber?
It's the Let's Play channel Super Mega. They have a book called Super
Uh,
Mega Saves the Troops.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
that sounds insane.
Well, let's like, well, like they go on these like they fucking they'll have scenes where characters are talking, and it's like, are you talking about me? And then they drop the person's like Twitter handle instead of saying their name. and like stupid shit like that. They're like, "Oh, are you wearing merch that can be found at name of their merch website?" I'm like,
Oh
this
God.
is this is so fucking like tongue in cheek. What
Oh
the
my God, it's
fuck?
like the tropes you were talking about
Like,
earlier. A
Yeah.
but it's
celebrity cameo? Is that you?
no, but that's the point of it though. Because here's okay. It's funny we say that because there are two characters who are specifically named after real people. There's a fucking army general named, I shit you not, Jeffrey Dunham.
Oh
What?
Like that's like the
God.
joke is like Jeff Dunham, but they don't address it at all, and it's like what? And the other one is I am not even fucking around. There's a CIA agent in this book, and the CIA agent is fucking Michael Richards. What? Like
I
just
don't
like
know.
weird stupid shit like that. Oh, my favorite part is like just a random paragraph tangent about how they killed off Brian Griffin in Family Guy for two
Oh,
episodes.
oh
And
my
it's like
God, yeah.
it doesn't have anything, it has nothing to do with the story, but they just go on this huge long rant like, yeah, and you dumb bastards like actually thought they were gonna have him be permanently dead. He came back 2 episodes later.
Oh my God. Ugh.
I don't know. It's insane. So yeah, I don't know. Like I like where you guys are coming from. Like you guys put on the audiobooks, you guys put on the nice music. I personally, for me, whenever I read, I just like read it out loud and just kind of like, try to take notes as I read.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's the reality.
so Stevie and Kat surprised me in our little group chat. Apparently, they're making another Cat in the Hat movie.
Yep.
I just know about it because of Stevie and Kat posting about it.
And
Uh,
I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, this is better than the other Cat in the Hat movie we got. Even though I know Stevie, it's a guilty
No,
pleasure for Steve.
don't you? I was gonna say, don't you say that I like it because I wouldn't really say that I like it.
It,
That
it's
movie
a
is
guilty pleasure. Like it's one of those guilty
no.
ple like it's so bad. It's like you can't just look away. It's like The Room.
I don't know which weirdly enough came out the same year as The Room. Like that
It
movie,
did?
yeah, 2003, baby.
oh,
Mhm.
wow.
That movie, it's so like we're talking about the 2003 one. That movie is so bad that I'm actually kind of fascinated by it. And my favorite thing to find out is that one of the studios that helped make it was David Lynch's company, and it's like that explains a lot.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mike Myers.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, could you imagine the
This is
crossover?
slow.
Uh,
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Tommy Wiseau was the Cat in the Hat.
Ugh.
Well, okay. Do you know who they originally wanted for the live action one?
Who?
They wanted Tim Allen.
uh,
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that's just weird, right?
No. He
You
can play
know.
Santa Claus, but he cannot be the Cat in the Hat.
But he
Yeah.
looked creepy as the evil Santa in Santa Claus too.
Wait, Kat likes that movie. Kat likes Santa Claus too.
I did no, I love it. Just like when
I
Tim
love it.
Allen played evil Santa, he looked creepy.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, ho.
yeah.
But here's the thing: they wanted Tim Allen, but Tim Allen was too busy doing Santa Claus 2, so he couldn't do it. So then they went through a whole list of people. They asked Jim Carrey to do it. He's like, I did one of them. I'm not doing another one.
I don't
They
blame
want
him.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams, Steve Martin, and then it went down to freaking Mike Myers.
And only because they had to throw in Mike Myers with a
Yes.
lawsuit.
Yep.
It's like,
Mhm.
you screw us over. You're the Cat in the Hat.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because he was supposed to make a SNL movie about Sprockets.
Yes, his
So-
character Dieter.
Yeah, like this is the part where we dance. And then Mike was like, I can't do this. Can't make it. Here's your money. And they were the studio like did spend like what 4 or 5 million on it already.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's just a case of like, okay, you have to be Cat in the Hat, and we'll forgive you. Otherwise, we'll sue you.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And like
Yeah.
the Cat in the Hat didn't even have half the charm that the Grinch did.
No.
And it, well, also wasn't. It was weirdly enough, it was not directed by Ron Howard, but they still managed to squeeze in a Clint Howard cameo.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
forgot who he played.
he's in Cat in the Hat. He's a guy who's there to deliver stuff, and his name is Kate. That's the joke.
You suck, McBain.
But well, and also, okay, this blew my mind. Okay, so the guy who directed it was a one-time director. No surprise there. He was a like production guy who worked on movies like Beetlejuice and Men in Black, and then the biggest thing that threw me for a loop, he's apparently married to Catherine O'Hara.
Huh.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I know who you're talking about. I know that dude's name. What? Bo Welch?
Welch.
Bob Welch?
Wow.
But yeah,
Welch.
I did not know he was
Okay.
married to Catherine O'Hara.
That's so bizarre.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they never directed anything ever again after the atrocity that was 2003 Cat in the Hat.
Oh, Alec
Did he-
Baldwin was in it too.
Yeah. Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin mincing and embarrassing himself.
That's quite the foreshadowing.
Long before Boss Baby, yeah.
Yeah, Tablet had the idea of like, hey, we're going to watch the Boss Baby movies. They were okay.
Mm.
I didn't know that
got
they-
back. I got back. I made her watch the both of the Netflix series.
Aw.
Were those any worse?
Eh.
Okay.
No?
It's just,
Okay.
it's to me it's like it's a meme to hate it, but there's nothing really of your hate. There's not much to get. Actually, no, take that back. The first Boss Baby is actually fascinating as a fever dream because there's no cohesion. It's just a bunch of like weird set pieces based on the older brother's big imagination.
Yeah.
So much
Okay.
like so much like 2003 Cat in the Hat, you watch it, take some acid before you start watching it, and then maybe it'll start to make sense.
Oh God.
Maybe, I don't know. I never thought the Cat in the Hat live action.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, I guess segueing into the trailer for the new one. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It looks prettier than obviously the 2003 one. It's probably going to be another cash grab. Like a lot of these Dr. Seuss movies are going to have, jokes over kids' heads, product placement, stuff like
It's
that.
it's not going to have dirty hoe like the 2003
Oh my
one,
God.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 2003. The 2003 Cat in the Hat straight up has a scene where they're trying to get the dog back, and the dog runs off, and the cat like holds up like a garden hoe. He's like, "All right, Nevins," which is the dog's name. Dog runs off, and then he looks at the hoe and goes, "Dirty hoe."
Or the acronym for the slow mobile, but it was SHIT.
Yeah,
Ooh.
super
Oh.
hydraulic instantaneous transporter. Oh, so you
Also
mean
known
it would be,
as-
quick to the slow.
Where did you
Yeah,
come
yeah.
from? When a mommy cat and a daddy cat love each other very much.
They decided to no. How did you get here? I drove. Yeah, that's some of the comedic brilliance of this film.
Mm.
Now you're glad you didn't see it.
Cat, you had something?
Yeah, the live action one definitely was a thing that happened. But and I'll have to say it still looks worse. It still looks pretty bad. But I gotta say about the new one, the weird thing about it for me is the Cat in the Hat's teeth. I'm sorry, something about these animated movies, the characters and their teeth, just weird me out. It's like, ugh.
Is it more or less disgusting than OG Sonic movie teeth?
Oh my
Hmm.
God. Like when they had to, oh my God, when fans had to bully an entire production company to like
Yeah.
rework Sonic.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, because those films would have bombed if Sonic didn't look like Sonic.
It wouldn't have gotten past a first one if it looked like
No, it
that.
wouldn't
Oh
have.
yeah.
Everyone would have been like, "What is this 2006 bullshit?"
Mm, mm,
Oh.
mm, mm. But I might have scarred Cat for life with what I showed in the chat with the Grinch musical that came out during COVID.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I understand.
I sat in my living room and suffered through that shit, and
Oh
it
no.
sucked so much. Honestly, I would rather watch The Cat in the Hat over Matthew Morrison playing Grinch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. And you know what? It was so bad. I actually wrote a poem
Yeah.
that I still have saved on my phone regarding how bad it was. It was like December 10th, 2020. Hold on. It's like my review of the Grinch musical, and you guys probably seen it as a Facebook status because I did post it as a Facebook status like years ago. He goes,
Okay.
it started out grand, really quite fun, seemed entertaining, didn't want to run. Then Morrison showed up and I became wary. I started to yearn for Karloff and Carrie. The Grinch costume appalling, his voice was good enough, but I sat through it, trying to be tough. The set design, though, I liked the look. However, the Grinch still had me a bit shook. Max the dog reminded me of Donkey from Shrek the Musical. Donkey and the Grinch, my houseusical. Again, the Grinch quite ruined it for me. Not fault of Morrison, well, not partially. Maybe they should have gotten a better costume maker. You know who I would have picked? The legend Rick Baker. Side note, Rick Baker did the Grinch costume for the Jim Carrey movie.
I remember that post.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You did good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's almost done.
Oh.
The music was okay, not quite the best. When the Grinch sang, however, put my patience to the test. In the end, I must say, I wish this didn't exist because the flaws are too much to list.
Job.
Yeah, it
Clap.
was
Hmm.
yeah, it was really bad. Bad. And it's like I can't say a certain O word on YouTube, but that's how Matthew Morrison was portraying the Grinch. Like every scene he was in, it ends in asm.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh. I was gonna say obnoxious. You should be
Well,
allowed to
that
say that.
too. That too, but like every scene he was in, he was going through an asm.
Ah.
Uh,
Going through a spasm.
spasm, yeah, he's going through a spasm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that instead.
Okay. I I mean I guess going back to the trailer, I don't know. It looks just like your garden variety kids movie. Like
Yeah.
I don't like
It
even
like harmless.
yeah, harmless to like almost a fault. I mean
Mm,
like that's kind of how I felt with some of the other ones like the Grinch 2018 and like a lot of movies from Illumination like where the
yeah.
particularly bad ones that they have it's just like it's not that they're the worst things ever. They're just really like just bland and safe.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the Lorax, I
Well,
think, was one that you brought up earlier.
Yeah.
Which, and honestly, Dr. Seuss films should be animated because of how the illustrations are in the book. Animation lends itself to that
mm.
type,
Mm-hmm.
whereas it's hard to do it in live action. Yes, they did it in The Grinch. They didn't do it that well in The Cat in the Hat, but
Well, I mean they
Well,
already
have
like
no fear. They they are legally not allowed to make live action Dr. Seuss movies.
right,
yeah after
exactly.
Cat in the Hat.
After The
Yeah.
Cat in the Hat, I think his widow was like, "You guys are done."
His widow was like, "You out your fucking mind? You're not doing that shit again."
Nope.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
But
I
was
wonder, did she like The Grinch?
Well, she
Probably.
did. I mean, she must have liked it enough to not do a legal edict on the future of live action
That
Doctor
shit.
Seuss
It
adaptations.
sort of
Oh,
reminds me of Roald Dahl's widow after seeing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Gene Wilder
yes.
one, going,
It is
"You
like that.
guys are not making any sequels, so there's no movie adaptation of Charlie and the
Of
Great
the,
Glass Elevator
yeah,
because she didn't like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory."
Yeah, and then we got the Tim Burton one.
which
Guilty
made it clear
pleasure.
that there would be no sequel.
Yeah. Guilt. Doug Walker was right. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was more about Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka was more about Charlie.
Every,
That's
everyone said that.
funny.
That is funny.
Um, I don't know. What was I gonna say?
Oh,
Oh
and
yeah,
speaking of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton one, the new Cat in the Hat coming out is made by Warner Brothers.
yeah. Isn't that weird? Warner Brothers finally promoting an animated movie. It's been forever since they've done that.
What was the last one they did?
The last one was Day the Earth Blew Up, but they did no fucking promotion for it whatsoever.
Well, yeah, but wasn't that the super
Crypto?
the yeah, that movie with the
The Super Dogs.
Oh,
The
superhero?
Super Dogs
Yes,
one. Yes.
DC Super
yes.
Pets or whatever. Yeah,
And
that
DC
was.
Super Pets. Yeah, but does that really it counts sort of, but it's part of like the DC universe type of thing, and Warner
Well,
Brothers kind of owns that.
well,
I
they
mean,
they
it's technically correct.
yeah. Well, I mean, but and Day the Earth Blew Up was a Looney Tunes movie, so I mean,
Yeah.
Speaking of things that never are seen on television again, Looney Tunes.
you can watch. Well, unless you watch
Classic
MeTV.
Looney Tunes, I mean, not this newer crap.
No, MeTV has like all the old Looney Tunes.
I got rid of
Oh,
cable years ago.
Well, MeTV
but that's
basically
how
has
you.
everything.
Yeah, but that's how you do. But how can you watch Looney Tunes on TV if you have no cable?
If you
I
have
can
no
stream
TV,
it. Well, I have one cable box in the living room, but I have a smart TV, so I could just.
Oh yeah, same.
So
God,
like a
I don't.
Boomerang has an app. Just download Boomerang
Mm.
and then just watch all those shows there.
Cartoon Network has Checkered Past, which is basically just showing all their old original great shows.
Dexter's Lab, Johnny
Yeah,
Bravo.
yeah. Ed and Eddie.
And
Yeah,
Nettie.
Powerpuff.
Yeah, they're getting
Johnny
Yes,
Bravo.
I love
yeah
Johnny Bravo.
they're getting Powerpuffs, and I think they're bringing back Steven Universe because it was one of the more popular newer
Mm.
ones. So yeah. Um, I don't know, I guess final thoughts on that trailer because I keep thinking of it. It's like there's one joke in particular, and I'm assuming, Kat, you said something about a joke that stuck out to you. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That stupid ass, like, okay, in the plot in the trailer, as far as we can tell, the cat is now part of some agency of mythical creatures that are supposed to solve people's problems, and I guess he's a complete screw up, and he's talking to like his boss guy, and the guy is going like, cat, you've gone too far, and he goes, toot fart, no, too
Oh,
far, toot
yeah.
fart, too far, no, toot fart. It's like, it's
It
so
keeps
like,
going. Oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
another cliche. The idiotic employee.
Mm-hmm.
Bug's Life did it with
Hopper's brother.
yeah. Or like the aunt, the main character was always a screw up.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but he was
yeah.
likable.
True.
I don't know. Just some about that. I'm like, all right, this is a joke for like, this is like a joke that you put in one of these like kids movies where it feels like it's literally made for kids and nobody else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the movie will change my mind, but that joke just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like,
Hopefully
that's
it
not a
lasts
good joke.
about 2 seconds
I doubt
and
it.
not go
It's pretty
back
long in the
and forth
trailer.
for 5 minutes.
Also, I don't know, like the trailer just kind of looked generic. For all it's probably going to be one of those things where it is probably going to be better than the 2003 one, but it's probably going to just be very unmemorable going by this trailer.
Like the Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch, honestly.
Yeah,
That was
not
not memorable for me. Like I saw it once, I'm like, eh,
yeah, it's not that it's the worst thing ever. It's just really
yeah,
bland and just
yeah.
like has nothing memorable about it.
Whereas the live action Grinch, we can all quote the movie from beginning to end.
In fact, we tried doing a riff of that
We
once, but
tried, and then
Mhm.
I'm assuming even if we did record it, I'm assuming it probably would have gotten taken down by
oh,
Universal.
yeah, definitely. I mean, like we could,
Ah,
like maybe like one day I could share a screen and then we can play a game about like what quote is in this scene, and it's just a picture
Or we
of the
can,
scene.
yeah, or we can do the thing where we just record the audio and we just tell the audience, hey, sync this up with, a copy of the movie you have.
mhm.
We could do that too, but we can't have
Essentially.
the audio of the movie playing in the background
No,
otherwise.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, we just do our own audio track.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Or to
Just
torture
like
Shannon. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Stevie. You
I
had
was,
me
I
at
was
Torture Shannon.
sorry. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, like, or we can torture Shannon by watching the crappy ass live musical again.
Or
No.
we could do that. I don't mind. I have the Jim Carrey Grinch on Blu-ray. I could just pop that in behind me and turn around every once in a while.
Ah! Uh,
That could work. All right. So does anybody have anything before we wrap up?
I do.
Ooh,
I, I had fun.
Yeah, me too.
awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I would not mind coming back as if when I can. How about
Yeah.
that?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine. All right. Yeah, so you just let me know when you're available and then we'll work around it.
Hmm.
No. Don't work around me. Just plan your things as you normally do, and then I'll see if I can show up or not.
All right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're gonna. Shannon said that she wants to do this like at least once a month. So it's
At
like
least
I
once a
think,
month. Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we can do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's a lot more feasible and workable to do it once a month because I think the original stress room we tried to do one once a week.
I
Hmm.
I don't know if we.
Ah,
I don't think we
I
tried
don't
doing
think we
that, but
did. Yeah, I don't think we. I think we may have suggested that, but we kind of found out it was like unfeasible for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think once a month at least we can be consistent with it. And then it gives us time
Mm,
to come up with stuff. Like even if we go with the wind and talk about whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything else? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And we hope that you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. If you're from the US, happy birthday, America. And for anyone outside the US, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not your birthday, have a very merry unbirthday. Alice in Wonderland reference. Because I think it's every it's all of our unbirthdays today.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
unbirthday to all of us. So on that note, we will leave you guys until
Mhm.
next time. Ciao.
Bye.
Hi.